Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a nice, relaxed, and civilized Sunday episode of Ted's Booze Cellar. Today it is the 13th of October 2019, about 18 past 5 in the evening. And I thought, considering it is October, I thought I'd theme this month's, or at least a good chunk of this month's episodes of the Booze Cellar on Oktoberfest. Now, I may get the chance to centre some on Halloween, but I feel like Oktoberfest, in terms of food, is probably more applicable to reviewing alcohol, because Oktoberfest is about, well, in part about drinking some really nice German beer. And to sort of start off this selection of really nice German beers, we're going to be actually looking at a beer that I've done before, namely Erdinger, or in particular, Erdinger Weisbier. So there's actually, I think there's like 3 or 4 different variations of Erdinger, and this is the one that you can find the most frequently in the UK, Weissbier. This is the one that's got like cream-coloured sort of like labels and packaging, and it's pretty nice. I reviewed this some months ago. This was one of the earliest episodes I ever did on this series, and it's it's a pretty good strength. It's like your standard average German wheat beer, very archetypal of like an Oktoberfest beer. It's 5.3%, so it's fairly strongish, but it's not too strong. And from what I remember from last time, I think it pretty much fitted into all of my categories, but perhaps like maybe a little bit tangentially into the decompression slash relaxation drink. But it's still, from what I do remember, it does fit into all of the categories pretty nicely. I think from what I remember as well, I think it was like particularly good at being like a meal drink, especially if you're having it with something like particularly German or Central European, like a nice Frankfurt hot dog or some mashed potato and goulash or something like that. So yeah, it's something that I've had on a few occasions as well, and I would recommend. And we did used to sell it actually at the University of Sussex Students' Union bars where I work at. I can't remember why we stopped selling it. I think it was just primarily because it just didn't sell that well, which is a bit disappointing because I really like this. But you can't stop that sometimes. You just, you can't really force people to like something. But I mean, I like it. So yeah, for the second time on Ted's Booze Cellar, with Erdinger Weisbier, and for the first dedicated episode of Oktoberfest, bottoms up. Oh. Mm. Mm. It's got a bit more of a flowery and fragranty sort of taste than I remember it having. Its taste is fairly archetypal of like the usual German sort of like Oktoberfest wheat beer. And it does still fit into like my category suggestions from last time, where it fits into pretty much all of them, pretty much 100%, except for maybe like decompression slash relaxation drinks, where it's still fits into it mostly, but perhaps not for all occasions. But it's got a weird sort of like floweriness and sort of like aromatic sort of tinge to it that I kind of you usually see more so in something like Kronborg. But yeah, no, it's definitely best, I would say, as being a meal beer. It's got a very sort of like straightforward flavour that you feel would sort of complement a lot of Eastern and Central European food like sauerkraut, goulash, stroganoff, frankfurters. So yeah, no, it's a very nice sort of beer that has a lot of possible uses. It could probably also be quite good at cooking as well. I think I'm going to add that as new 6th category for my drinks on this series. It would be quite good as putting into cooking, maybe some sort of like sausage stew or something like that. But Yeah, no, it's really nice. Um, Owl, I can't remember if I've tried any of the other Erdingers, but I'm going to try and go through the ones that I can easily find near me over the course of this Oktoberfest. But I would say that this is probably the most readily available one you can find here in the UK. And it is one I would definitely recommend. It is very refreshing and it fills a lot of different uses for nice, simple German wheat beer. I'm going to give it nice, respectable 8 out of 10. It is a really nice beer. Definitely well recommended. Definitely a buy. And yeah, just a bit of a shame that we don't sell it at the bars anymore. But I don't know. Yeah, these things happen. But it's still well worth buying and trying at least once or twice. Yeah, especially with something like, say, a Frankfurter sauerkraut and curried mashed potato. Ooh, that does sound good actually. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Ted's Boo Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. If you did, leave a like, share, and subscribe. If you have any future suggestions for any other types of videos, be them reviews or anything else, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see what I can do. Yeah, and as always, drink respond. Oh, sorry, and always check out my other social medias, YouTube channels, and other sort of like online platforms in the video description below. And as always, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.